morning, friends. Happy Thursday. How are you? It is 9:30 in the morning and I am crocheting and I am trying a new hat, and the sun is out today. It is 18 degrees out, so we got a little bit of a warm up. But I am drinking out of my Michigan mug. It has a Petoskey stone on top. When we go to Denny's Farmers Market in Saranac, they have a gal who makes these. And so I try to pick up a new one every year. I've gotten 3 so far because I just discovered them. This was last year's. So, but yeah, I love stuff like this. So my hat, I've not done a crochet hat where it's all in the flat and then you hook it together. So I am using out of my stash Red Heart Super Saver, and this is called Real Teal, and there is 364 yards and or 198 grams. So it's going to take the majority of it, and I'm using the recommended, what she uses is a H hook. I like my furls. So the whole idea is that you're working from here, let me get this up here, from here to here. So when you start out at this beginning, she tells you how many to chain down, and it is half double crochets, and then you get down to so many, and then it is single crochets for so many, and then slip stitches for so many. And then you just, on this end, you chain 1, turn around and repeat this section. And then this section here that gives that ridge right there, it is a half double crochet in the third eye, well, what they call the third eye. Let me see if I can flip it around to show you. So most stitches have the V stitch right there on top, and you usually go through those 2 stitches right there. There is a hole. There is a hole right there that you normally would go through. If I roll it over a little bit further, there is that 3rd stitch right there, and that's what you go through, and then that will pop on the other side, this ridge right here, so it gives a nice decorative stitch. But I'm supposed to do this for 56 rows, and so you count the ridges by 2, and that'd be 2 rows. So as soon as I get 56, then I'm supposed to put them together, and then you seam it by crocheting through the loops back here. And when that's all done, then you trim your yarn, and then you whip stitch, or you go through, she went through, there's little holes at the top, she went through the holes and then cinched it, and then you just roll it up and you got a hat. So that's what I'm trying. I'm going to add that to the collection. I do, it's made to not put a pom-pom on it. You could, I've seen hers, but this way makes it lie a little bit flatter so you don't get those deep gaps in it, or bunches up on the top right there. So I'm working on that today, and seeing what the day will bring. Jerry is gone for the morning, and I'm just enjoying crocheting this morning. Moving a little bit slower today because I've been moving a lot extra the last few days, and I'm not complaining at all because I'm going to continue to keep moving. So but my goal this afternoon is to hopefully go in my sewing room and do a little sewing on those blocks of the trip around the world. So I can get that done, so then I can quilt that quilt that's waiting to be quilted. So, but anyways, I'm gonna let you go, my friends, and I will bring you along with whatever I'm doing today. No great plans today because it's winter and it is cold out. So I will talk to you in a few. Good afternoon, my friends. How are you? Welcome. My name's Teri. So if this is the first time catching me, this is my channel on weight loss journey with Weight Watchers and my retirement life in vlog style. So it's been a slow day today. I'm not moving much today. The weather has got my arthritic joints hollering. So but breakfast has been had, lunch has been had. Not for sure what supper is because I don't think either one of us are too hungry. The older I get, and that's something, I'm trying to lose weight, but the older I get, there are moments that 2 meals is all I want, and I still can't seem to lose the weight. You know, there's something wrong with this. But anywho, so today I have just been watching YouTube. I found a new gal to me, a couple new gals to me on sewing and quilting. And the one gal is in Pennsylvania, and she machine quilts her tops all together, but then she hand stitches them. She actually shows how she does it. Jerry's mom used to do that all the time, and it's a lot of work. A full-size quilt can take easily a month or longer, so it just depends on how much time you give it and the design. But I have enjoyed watching all her stuff. Now her fabrics, the majority of it comes from a Mennonite like sale. I don't know, it's not an auction or anything, but it's like, and if you hear that drill, Jerry's working on something. So she's able to go there and she can buy men's dress shirts, really nice dress shirts, some with tags on it yet, for 25 cents a piece. And then she will cut those apart and she will use that for fabric, and she'll put that in her quilts, and it is the coolest thing to see that. And she has went to thrift stores and she's bought vintage sheets that are not the flimsy kind, but you know how they used to make them. But she just shows us what she's working on, and then she shows us, you know, a finished product if she has one, and it's just unreal. I mean, the backs of her quilts are, she very seldom does just one solid color on the back. One of hers was a sampler quilt, and I'm just like amazed. And the back was another quilt top, basically, you might as well say, because it had a big old design on it. And there was one that she said that she wanted to do some embroidery. She decided on the border she was going to go all around this probably queen size blanket and embroider. And she did green stems, and they were like three, you know, like a V with a stem, a line in the middle. And then on top of each of those was 2 or 3 French knots in red. She did French knots around that whole stinking thing. And she said, and it didn't, she goes, it took a hot minute, but she goes, I must have wanted to do it. But it really looks nice, you know, but, oh. So I've been watching her. Then another one, you know how YouTube is, you know, things start popping up when they see you watching certain things. Then there's another gal who just uses all her scraps, and she makes these quilts, and then she gives them to as donations. And just a second, I thought Jerry was coming out to ask a question. And she has no rhyme or reason to her quilts. She just puts them together, whatever design comes to her. And it got me so that I want to get back to sewing more. I tend to do sewing where I do tops and I don't finish them. You know, when I say finish, like put batting and backing on them. So today I went and pulled out a tub, and I pulled out 3 of them that I want to do with the one I've got all ready to go. And I'll show you those on Friday. 2 of them I did with an online class on YouTube, and they have applique in them. And the one had a Y seam, and a Y seam is just like a V that you got to kind of insert it in there after the fact. And mine's a little puckery because that's stinking hard to do, but you know, I did it. And then one was just a simple one that I did, has chickens and stuff on it, and Lori, I think it was Lori Holt's layer cake, 10-inch squares, and so that one isn't as, you know, won't be as bad to do. So those are my goals for this year, to get at least those 3 done with the one that's ready to go. And I have lots more. I'd like to get back to trying to hand quilt one, but oh, my nose itches, I'm sorry. But I didn't want to sit there per se and do a full-size one. I've hand quilted one before, and gave it to my mom when her mom, or my grandma, was alive. Once she passed, her kids went through stuff, and I got some of her fabrics and stuff like that. And there was these fabric squares that was cut up and made out of clothing, because that's what you did. You just didn't go to the store like we do now and just buy. You took it from old clothes and stuff, or feed sacks. And there was enough blocks in it that I could do 3 lap blankets. And I gave 1 set to my cousin Lissa, so she could do whatever she wanted with it. And then because my mom didn't want them, and I had the other 2. So one year for Christmas, I took the 1 set, because Grandma had hand sewed all these pieces together, and I'll try to get it out tomorrow and take pictures when I show it. And so I thought, she took the time to hand stitch this. I'm going to hand stitch all the squares together, and then I'm going to hand quilt it. And we had bought enough backing fabric to do that, and it's still in the tub, and I need to pull that out. I'd like to sandwich that one. I think I'm going to do that one. I did finish it for my mom for Christmas one year, and so she has hers, and so this would be mine. And so that might be my first one, or my one that I hand quilt, because it was my grandma's, and Grandma Munn was such a special grandma to me. Miss her so much. So yeah, so I pulled that out, and then I did finish another donation hat. So I got my 2 done for this week, and this donation hat, it took almost all, well, you've been seeing it. I showed you it was the red heart, and this is all I have left of a full skein. Now, this was done in the flat, and I've not done it before. It's not difficult at all, and it's cinched up really nice, and I can still add a pom-pom. The thing is that she said to use an H. There is nothing on there that says what is gauge. And she said that her head measures 23 inches, and this should make, it was the teen adult, small adult, it should fit a 21 inch, because she said it was snug on her. Y'all, I stopped. You're supposed to go 56 rows. I stopped at 54. And it's not snug. When it's laid flat out from end to end, it measured 21 at 54 rows. So either I need to go down maybe to a G plus, or do the H like what she suggested, but maybe go to 52 rows just to see. My head and Jerry's head's 21.5 inches. He said if I was making it for him, he'd want it snugger. So I either need to go down, but that G plus 7, I'll have to see, because I hate to put all that work in it and find out that it's way too small. But anywho, I did pull out another from my stash, another Red Heart Super Saver, and this one is in the color of Tea Leaf. So that will be the next tab, and I do want to try it again. So I just might use the H hook, and because this calls for an I hook, so I might just do the H hook and just stop it at 52. And then, because you slip stitch the long side together, and then once I do that, I can at least try it on and see how it fits. And if I think it's too snug, then I can just, you know, unrip that seam out, which is no big deal, and then do another row or two. So, but anyways, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. So, but other than that, not too much going on. We're supposed to get Monday and Tuesday near 40. It's just like unreal, because today it is 27 out, and I had to look at my outdoor thermometer. That's what you say when you want to say thermostat and thermometer. Goodness sakes alive. So anyways, I'm going to let you go, and hopefully I will see you on Friday, so you can see what the quilts that I want to do. And I'm going to see if I can have Mr. Jerry hold them up better so I can show you. They have not been pressed, they've been folded. And that one quilt that my grandma did. So and so you can see what I've been working on. So, but anywho, stay strong, my friends. If you are on any weight loss journey, stay strong. You've got this. And if you are in retirement, enjoy it. You know, don't feel guilty on the days that you don't do anything but just sit and relax, because remember all the times when we were younger and we did not have time to even hardly sleep, it felt like. So anyways, I hope I will see you on Friday, and if not, I'll see you when we have time to chit chat again. Thanks again, my friends.